words of our covenant found on our screen. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. Let this be our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your life journey, you are welcome here. And today I get to serve as the service leader of this caring, curious, and ever-evolving congregation. It is good to be here this morning. Please be seated.
Welcome to worship. It is so good to be with you this morning, in person and online. My name is Jim Curley, and I am today's worship associate of this music-loving, children-embracing congregation. We are here to support each other on our own and our shared spiritual journeys, centered in love, compassion, curiosity, courage, and joy. I am especially happy to welcome first-time and returning visitors. If you are a visitor, we hope you will find us a community eager to welcome you and respectful of the path that has brought you here this morning. Anyone wearing a colorful floral stole, clearly I didn't practice that part. So we'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. There is written information in the pew folders and at the visitors table for you to take. For our online participants, it will be wonderful if you introduced yourself on the chat so we know you are here with us. Our church buildings are located on traditional homelands of the Pennacook Abenaki peoples, past and present. We acknowledge and honor with gratitude the land and the people who have stewarded it for generations.
For a complete listing of church events and news, check out our weekly e-bulletin or a copy of Parish Notes, our monthly newsletter. Here are a few highlights. Our offerings right after the service include social time in Fellowship Hall, a sermon dialogue with Bianca Rivera-Berry and Catherine Leswing in the parlor and on Zoom on today's topic, Village Voices. All church grounds cleanup. Join us after church and stay for a light lunch. There's a job for everyone, young and not so young. Stop by the sign-up table out front to claim your spot. All-age childcare in the Rainbow Room for our after-service adult programs if you signed up before worship service. And a big thank you to Janet Kelly-Vale for coordinating the long-term member breakfast this morning. We are truly blessed to have you in our village. Family Promise Host Week begins tonight, and we are in need of 5 overnight hosts for Family Promise this week. Please see Ashley Young or Pam Mosca if you can help. I think they're waving, so. To give our Family Promise guests privacy, all evening meetings and events should use the chapel door and enter and exit the building and use the Emerson bathrooms only. Monday, mindfulness practice group at 6:30 in the chapel. Tuesday's welcome table is canceled due to Michael being in Alabama with the youth group. The last Octagon dinner of the church year will take place on May 16th. The deadline to sign up is May 2nd. For information or to sign up for the dinner, see the link in parish notes or contact Betsy Neville or Ann West. And save the date for the UU Friends of Refugees Fun and Fellowship Potluck Dinner, Saturday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. This is a chance for past, current, and interested volunteers to come together for a shared meal and conversation. Please contact Kath Butcher with any questions and to RSVP with the number attending and what you would like to bring. All are welcome. Each week, we light our chalice to set this time apart and to mark it as sacred. If you are at home and you have a candle or a chalice ready, I invite you to light it now as Huey lights our chalice in the sanctuary. We are so excited to hear from some of the voices of our village and to celebrate our longtime members. These are the voices shaping who we are today. For today's service, several members of our village team have been asked to share their stories, to talk about how our village has helped shape them and support their spiritual journeys, and to share their visions for our future. Our introit, I always say that word, introit, sorry, is a request from Ann Myers, sung by Heather. The hymn is adapted from the poem A Prayer for This House by Louis Untermeyer.
May nothing evil cross this door, and may ill fortune never pry about these windows. May the roar and rain go by. By faith made strong, the rafters will withstand the battering of the storm. This hearth through all the world grow chill will keep you warm. Peace shall walk softly through these rooms, touching our lips with holy wine, till every casual corner blooms into a shrine. With laughter drown the raucous shout, and though these sheltering walls are thin, may they be strong to keep hate out and hold love in.
Please repeat after me. It is a blessing to be. Okay, with my emphasis, okay? It is a blessing to be here. It is a blessing to be here now. It is a blessing to be here now together.
Good morning. Whew. My name is Anne. I came here 13 years ago, 8 months pregnant with my third child, looking for a village for my children. Something that provided an extension from my home into the larger community. I felt, warmly and genuinely welcomed by kind people who invited conversation and engagement and who were interested in why I had come. So, over the next few years, I brought my family when I could, driving from Deerfield, cajoling my husband to come along with us to services and events, and sometimes succeeding. We found ways to fit ourselves into volunteering, family covenant group, services, and activities. My motivation for attending was simple. I had come of age as a UU in northern New Jersey, and I knew that I wanted my children to have the benefits of a youth group, for the friendships beyond your high school, with other engaged citizens of a global world. I was thinking about them, so I said and thought. I am pleased to have stayed around long enough to see that wish come to pass, with my youngest just finishing OWL with this recent cohort. Thank you, Karen and Sin. With our middle going on her second youth group travel trip, a learning experience, and our eldest able to reflect differently as an adult on what this village has brought to him. I am also pleased about my husband's dedication to the choir, which we might not have predicted a decade ago. But I'm also quietly pleased for myself, for my own spiritual and emotional growth. As an introvert who has to do a lot of peopling in my job, I'm mostly a come in barely on time, sneak up to the loft with knitting in hand style of Sunday worshiper. I do not like to speak in public, though I have many thoughts. But most importantly, I feel seen when I come and sit in this beautiful place with all of you. As I walk these halls, as I reflect in second hour sermon dialogue. I make connections with individuals that carry me thoughtfully throughout the week, and I appreciate those moments. These days, it's different from the mad dash days of toddlers, Christmas pageant, costume wrangling, picnic bounce house shifts. But again, I am so glad I've stayed for the evolution. Why do I come here? What does this Concord UU universe bring to me? Ultimately, I belong to this vibrant village for the wider sense I have of being seen in community, not as a parent, not as a professional or a partner, but as a full person. A shy person, but a full person. After all, I'm not going to lie, at the same time, as much as I value this, I sometimes wish I could also retreat from it, hide a little, take a breather. So I do. Then I breathe deep and I begin again, because I've known the tremendous value in seeing others across the passage of time, in the glimpses of humanity and the various community constellations that congregational life allows. I also recognize that this exchange can't go just one way. After all, we must be seen to see, and see by being seen. It is a two-way street, a gift that we repeatedly give each other by showing up here together. I'm here together, week after week, online and in person. I'm still surprised to say this, but I'm currently serving on the Board of Trustees. Watching our policy governance in action and doing what I can to think strategically about how we meet our mission as Unitarian Universalists. It's an honor to sit at that table. That's what we all want. A seat at the table in community with others who move forward with intention and hope and put faith to action. Thank you, each one of you, for showing up for this village in whatever changeable ways you are able. It matters. It's mattered to me.
Please rise and body your spirit as we sing number 360 in our gray hymnal, Here We Have Gathered. These words we have just sung are not only about gathering, they help us remember that what we have just sung is made real by the people who have built and tended this village across the years. Our Unitarian Universalist faith tradition is a covenantal tradition. It is grounded in the promises we make about the way we want to live in community with each other and our highest ideals. To remind each other of these aspirations, we repeat each Sunday the words of our covenant. Some of you have been part of this covenant for a very long time. Many of the people I am talking about are sitting right here in front of me. I am talking about you, our long-term, our very long-term, and our ultra-long-term members. Doing some math earlier, we're looking at close to 1,200 years of congregational membership. Okay, really, Michael did the math for me. Just like the roots of ancient trees, these 1,200 years of your membership connect all of us to a long and rich history. You are our roots, the roots that anchor this congregation in times of growth and blossoming, in times of uncertainty and transitions, and especially in times of trouble and decline. Thank you for your persistence. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for all you continue to bring to the life of this congregation and the world it serves. We would not be here without you. Now, I invite you to stand up or raise your hand to be recognized if you have been a member for 50 years or more. And if you're online, go ahead and put your name in the chat, if feasible. Woo-hoo. Please rise if you have been a member for 40 years or more. Now, please stand or lift your arm if you joined more than 30 years ago. And let's see who's been around for 25 years or more. Thank you so much. You are an inspiration to all of us. Please be seated. Okay, moving from our roots to our spring buds, I now invite Raina Rivera-Berry, Hazel Knight, and Betsy Black to come up for a special intergenerational time for all ages. The kids are, I wasn't expecting very many kids, of course.
So good morning. A lot of times people want to know how old we are. So I'm going to say, I'm Betsy, and I'm 66 years old. Why don't you introduce yourself and say how old you are?
My name is Hazel, and...
Sorry.
Let's get that going.
There we go.
My name is Hazel, and I am 8 years old. I forget how old I am sometimes.
I am Raina, and I'm 7 years old, and I'm going to be 8 in 4 months.
All right, great. So I'm going to ask Hazel and Raina some questions, and they're going to share with all of us their experience of being in the village, part of the village, creating the village, right? Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to pass you the mic. We'll have Hazel go first. What is a village, and what does this mean to you?
A village means to me like a big community. A big community that's like, that respects one another and like has love for each and every person in the village.
Oh, nice, beautiful. Why don't you pass that over? And Raina, how about you? What is a village, and what does it mean to you?
A village is is a family, but extended. For example, Scott and Karen Mayo are like grandparents to me, but not because they're old. They're only a little bit old. But because they take care of me and are there for the important things. Betsy Kennedy is like a funny aunt who shows up to dinner to make everyone laugh. Donna Moore is like a grandma who spoils us. Michael is the great-grandfather of us all, who watches over us like his flock. And then there is Hazel, who is the closest I can get to a sister. Brothers are okay, but having a sister is great.
Thank you. You know, one thing I'd like to compliment these young people on is they know how to use a mic. You can hear them, right? Okay, here's another question. Raina, you're going to go first this time, okay? How does this village support you? And here's the mic.
The village raises me by granting me the knowledge of many generations. Like one time when all us kids were playing outside, and I accidentally hurt Hazel's feelings. The village helped me find ways to fix it, and it turned out fine. I'm really glad because I love Hazel.
Okay, Hazel, how does the village support you?
The village supports me by someone gave us dinner because, well, my mom can make it, but it'll take a long time. So someone else made the dinner, and that made me feel really happy that people support my family.
Nice. Thank you. And Hazel, how did you come to be a part of this village? Do you remember when you came here?
No, I do not.
Before I say, I guess that we kind of nudged them into this church.
Oh.
And so how I came to be a part of this village. I've been here since I was a baby. Mama dragged Daddy here, and we laugh now about the story of Dad saying, I can't believe we're wasting all our Sundays here. And now he's like, come on, everyone, let's go to pancakes. And now he loves church.
So, Hazel, were you and Raina, did you know each other before church? A little bit? Yeah.
Yes, I
Okay.
knew because we go somewhere else together, and
Nature school.
yeah, we go to nature school together, and it's like really fun.
Ah, great. Okay, why don't you hold on to the mic? I want to ask you another question. Hazel, how have you grown here spiritually and emotionally?
Like, I feel like I just feel like it's like there's something about this church that just like really, like, think of it like this. The church is the peanut butter and I'm the jelly. The jelly goes with the peanut butter, and the peanut butter goes with the jelly. And it tastes really good together.
Over the years, the church has taught me about many religions and let me explore my own, which is paganism. I don't even know Hazel's religion, which doesn't matter because we can still be friends and explore religion together and apart together.
I'm learning a lot here. Are you guys learning stuff? Yeah, this is great. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you about your involvement, okay? Because we're all leaders here. What part do you play in the village now and see yourself doing in the future? So, Hazel, you're up first.
I see myself honoring this church and how it supported me in my childhood. And I also appreciate you, Dory, for like keeping all of the wild pigs in their pen.
That's quite a metaphor. Okay. Raina, you're going to get the last word here.
I don't really know because right now I'm just the kid who makes all the messes and everyone cleans up after me. But after I think about it, I guess it's being a friend. I like to talk to the new kids who come and help them feel at home.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I feel very grateful to have the chance to talk to you two. And everyone, could you please express your gratitude? Well done. Well done. Okay.
All right, now let's sing our children's blessing along with the movements that embody its message. After we sing it through once, please return to your seats. We turn now to the joys and the sorrows we carry individually and as a community. Will you take a breath with me? As we surrender to this moment, let us notice our body, resting, grounded, supported by the earth. As the piano begins to play, you are invited to come forward, light a candle, or place a stone at the table to your right, or add a note to the Holding Our Grief wheel. And if you wish, come to the microphone, tell us your name, and share briefly from your heart so that the congregation can hold you in love.
My name is Krista, and I lit a candle for a friend. One of Gavin's friends, Cohen, lost his dad. His name is Matt Sullivan.
My joy is that my birthday's coming up.
I invite Bob to light one more candle on behalf of those who are not here with us today or who chose to remain seated. Whether your joys or sorrows have been named or remain in the silence of your heart, know that you are not alone. May we hold our earth in our hearts with joy in her nature, in awe of her majesty, power, and resilience, taking responsibility for the hurts we have caused her. Will you take another breath with me? This week, we hold in love David Zink and Lucy Blackburn. Please join me in a musical meditation, all connected.
Today's readings are words from Reverend Gretchen Haley. What's going to happen? Will everything be okay? What can I do? In these days, we find ourselves too often stuck with these questions on repeat. What's going to happen? Will everything be okay? What can I do? We grasp at signs and markers, articles of news and analysis. We look at Facebook memes and forwarded emails as if the new zodiac, capable of forecasting all that life may bring our way, as if we could prepare, as if life had ever made any promise of making sense or turning out the way we'd thought, as if we are not also actors in this in this still unfolding story. For this hour we gathered to surrender to the mystery, to release ourselves from the needing to know, the yearning to have it already figured out, and also the burden of believing we either have all the control or none. Here in our song and our silence, our stories and our sharing, we make space for a new breath, a new healing, a new possibility to take root. That is courage, forged in the fire of our coming together and felt in the spirit that comes alive in this act of faith. That we believe still a new world is possible, that we are creating it already, here and now. Now let's hear more from Heather.
You guys are going to know and recognize this, so join me on the chorus. Love is at the center, at the center there is love. Love is at the center, at the center there is love. Let's do that again. Love is at the center, at the center there is love. Love is at the center, at the center there is love. I believe in the power of giving. I believe in the power of change. I believe in the power of differences. I believe in love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. I believe in the power of justice. I believe in the power of fairness. I believe in the web of life, all connected. I believe in love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center there is love. Love is at the center. At the center
So, unfortunately, Skylar was unable to be with us this morning, but we do have the fabulous Peg Herbert to come up and anchor our voices from the village. So, without further ado. Would you like this to?
Let's see. Is this okay? Yes. Excellent. I love being part of an intergenerational village, but I have to admit, what I'm having a hard time with is that I am now considered an elder, a keeper of memories. But as I will turn 80 this year, I guess I have to accept that that is who I am. Being a part of this church has been one of the most fulfilling journeys of my life. From the time I joined 43 years ago, I have considered this my spiritual home. I have been part of a community with friends of all ages that cared about me and I about them. The question is, how did I get from the person who inadvertently signed the membership book on her very first visit, thinking it was the visitor's book because it just sat in the back of the church. I think if we take a look at that membership book and go back far enough, we'll still see our crossed out names. To the person who feels like she has a place here, a place where she belongs. I'm convinced it is because I found roles that I could do and a place where I could do them, whether it be as a leader, a follower, or an instigator. I still have a folder on my computer that says, UU Church. And then I open it and I see a whole bunch more folders of highlighting all the committees that I've served on or an activity that I participated in, and being a number one child often led. One of my favorites was membership. I love meeting new people and welcoming them to our church. Even better was participating in exploring membership and getting to hear the wonderful and varied stories that led people to our church. For a long time, I was the coordinator of covenant groups. Another way I made deep and lasting connections. And being a retired elementary school teacher, I did time as an RE teacher as well. I've always loved the spontaneity of our church and its willingness to support new and sometimes unusual ideas. For years, I joined with others to create a Christmas for kids at the Boys and Girls Club. It was a massive job, collecting gently used items, setting up tables, getting wrapping material, and then being there for the kids as they chose gifts for their families. One year, a mom showed up with the gift for us to put out because she wanted to repay us for the Christmas that the only gifts under their tree were the gifts that the kids had gotten from our holiday event. Another highlight that I'm sure many of you remember was a Minnesota smorgasbord. At the time, there were many Midwesterners in our congregation, and we decided it would be fun to have a classic Minnesota smorgasbord. We had lots of hot dishes, as well as a Minnesota favorite, hot dish on a stick, lots of Jell-O salads, and bars of all kinds for dessert, as well as a sampling of Minnesota music and jokes, all in Lena. It took me back to my Minnesota roots, as we say in Minnesota, roots, as I guess I'm supposed to say, as well as to the UU minister who married Tom and I in my folks' backyard in 1967. And it created an evening of fun for the congregation. That's not to say that there weren't times when I was less involved. Family obligations, weekends at our cabin, a minister I couldn't connect with. But while I may not have been here in person, this was always the home of my spirit. While many of you have found ways to connect and belong, for those of you who are still looking for the roles that you want to play in our village, ask yourself the questions that Michael suggested a few weeks ago. What are your values? What capacity do you have? What gifts do you have to use? Everyone's role will be different, but large or small, it is a part of what makes our village work. Thank you.
Thank you for your generous support of last week's outreach offering to support the Sycamore Community Gardens. Today's community plate will support the Overcomers Refugee Services, a resource center for refugees and immigrants in the greater Concord area. Overcomers provides ongoing practical support and cultural orientation by people who understand both the refugees' language and culture of origin. The staff speak multiple languages and were once refugees themselves. Overcomers partners with local employers to help refugees secure employment. Employment coaching includes preparation for interviews, as well as transportation and interpretation during the application and interview process. Overcomers offer citizenship classes 3 times per week. Our morning offering will now be gratefully received. May we be transformed by our giving. May the world be transformed by our gifts. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 318, We Would Be One, in our gray hymnal.
Thank you.
peace, honor one another, listen with an open heart, stay curious, have courage, be kind, embrace the mystery, welcome awe, and live always the way of love. I now invite you to extinguish your chalice at home as Jim extinguishes our chalice here in the sanctuary. Please join me in reading aloud the words on our screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of this faith we share, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Now please join me in singing our unison benediction. If you are comfortable joining hands or elbows, go ahead and reach out. And if not, reach out with your heart to all of us worshiping with you, knowing that you are not alone.